Hello, my name is Christine Allado and I play Tzipporah in The Prince of Egypt at the Dominion Theatre. I'd like to share some musical theater tips, audition tips with you. Some of my practical tips, I would say make sure your music is meticulously taped and marked. Like mark exactly where you want to start, where you want to end, if you want to repeat. Be extra nice to your pianist. Tell them what tempo you want in a really nice way. You could sing it to them a little bit, or you could say da 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 da. That's how I want the tempo to go. In terms of choosing a song, like it depends, doesn't it? Sometimes you bring a song, or sometimes you sing some material from the show. I would say like just go as close as you can in terms of genre or style, or like who's the composer. Maybe they have another show that's similar, or like what era, and like just see what suits your voice really, in terms of choosing a song. And in terms of the process itself, I find this really, it's quite odd, but this is what I do personally. I come into the room as if I was going on a first date with the panel. Not in a weird way, just that, like you want to go in really excited, really confident, but also really poised, and just you want to show the best side of yourself to the panel. You want to make the best first impression you can make. And it really helps my mindset to think of that as a date. It just takes a bit of the edge off as well, that it's like, I need this job. It's just, I'm going to get to know these people. I'm going to get to know them, and I'm going to let them get to know me and see how I am as a person. And, be confident, because they want to know that the show and the role, the character, the project is safe in your hands. They want to know that you've got it, that they can trust you, that they can, that, especially for musical theater, that you can do 8 shows a week, that you've basically got it down. I'd also research the panel as much as possible as well. Like, I know what work they've done, their names, obviously, just know the choreographer, the director, the producer, like, even like if you can find out who the reader is, like you might have worked with them. Yeah. And one thing I find really personally, I find it quite difficult in musical theater auditions is kind of sight lines when you're singing. So I tend to look above their heads. Don't look at them, I don't think, because it's quite intimidating. I look a little bit above their heads, but I find it difficult when it's a white wall, like space out a bit, or my eyes just do this thing where it's a bit like I'm out of the room. So I personally have to make this picture in my head, this scenario, that I am literally on stage, that there are floodlights on the floor, that the spotlight is hitting me, there's an audience, and I'm suddenly not in the room. I'm on stage, and something just switches. Something clicks inside me for some reason that brings out this, I'm on show mode. I'm bringing it out for the cheap seats kind of thing. And it takes the edge off, because sometimes the most intimate performances are the most difficult. When you're singing to 4 people, it's hard. When you're singing to 2,000, sometimes it's not as hard, because it just feels like you're singing to, just a wall of people rather than one person. So those are my tips. Hopefully one of them works for you, and if not, I'm sure you've got it. Good luck.